Okay, so what have we got today? We are tasting two coffees by Strangers, and Strangers Coffee are a coffee shop based in Norwich. And I didn't know too much about them, but I found out about them through a friend called Kieran who works for them now, but before worked at Store Street Espresso in London. So Strangers formed in 2009, and they're based in Norwich, and the owner, Alex, is a UK latte art champion and has won a few awards and is considered to be in the top 10 independent coffee shops in the UK. I have two today. One is a Kenyan called GIKIRIMA, and one is an Ethiopian called BURTUKAANA. And I'll be tasting both and talking a little bit about coffee temperature, because temperature is very important when brewing, and I choose to brew at 92 degrees. That's not what everybody decides, but I think the consensus is not to let your water boil. Or if it has boiled, wait for it to cool down before brewing, just a few degrees. You can get a nice fancy gooseneck kettle with a temperature control on it, but that's not an essential part of third wave kit. So, tasting the coffees hot to begin with, and we'll start with the Guji. It's an Ethiopian coffee. It's called BURTUKAANA. It's a natural, so expect boozier notes, perhaps a more melon sweetness. I'm not sure, I'm just guessing, but these are the notes that tend to come through with a natural coffee. Sometimes more chocolatey, especially when they're from Brazil. But this one is from Ethiopia. I can straight away smell tropical fruits, very pronounced. Yep, the boozy flavor is there, but really, really not strong, not aggressive, but it's prominent. And I like that because the tropical sweetnesses blend with that natural funkiness perfectly. Silky in the mouth, very clean, very, very clean coffee. And I'm going to wait. I'm going to taste it again cooler, so we'll come back to that, and I'll talk again about the taste difference when the temperature drops. We'll move on to the Kenya. The Kenya is GIKIRIMA, and it's a washed coffee, as most Kenyans are. So, how does this one taste? The smell is gorgeous. On the nose, you get that deep, sweet berries and caramel sweetness. It leaps at you. It's really, really very sweet smell. Silky, and the flavor notes sometimes are a little bit difficult to pronounce. You may have noticed in previous episodes that I'm sort of wavering and I'm thinking caramel, brown sugar, and it's hard to pinpoint. I have to say in this case, it's not. It's very easy. I get grape sweetness instantly, and it's pronounced and it's clear and it's fantastic. So it's not to say that the grape note is strong and aggressive, it's just very easy to define. The perfect balance of grapes. How they describe it: juicy mouthfeel with hints of cantaloupe melon, red grape, honeycomb sweetness, and an orange blossom finish. It could be there, really. And again, I'm tasting it at one particular temperature, one particular brew method. Yeah, just perfect balance of grapes in there. We'll go back to the Guji. It's a bit cooler now. I'm not going to pour too much in because I want it to be very cool. We're talking now at a temperature of probably in the 60s. The melony sweetness is still there in the smell. It does change. Now, some coffees I've found when they get cooler become more lemony, but not in this case. With this Ethiopian natural, I think that the boozy elements mellow out, and you're left more with the melon and tropical sweetness, just kind of washing over the top of the funkiness now. That's great. That's a lovely finish. So enjoying your coffee as it cools is an important part of the appreciation of specialty coffee, because it just tells you how the coffee sort of ages in the cup. As it passes through time, it will develop, and it's to be appreciated at every temperature for sure. So basically, Strangers Coffees, amazing, based in Norwich, but you can get them online if you're not in the Norwich area. And tasting the coffees through the different temperature range is another reason to enjoy specialty coffee, I think. And another reason why light roast is the right roast.